review, I am just gonna make it pretty brief and quick. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, just comparing some kettlebells that I use. And I'm actually gonna loop in some kettlebells that I used to use too and no longer own. And those are the cap barbell kettlebells that I used to own, the brand Cap. And then I graduated to getting some Onnit kettlebells, the Primal kettlebells, and then also Fringe Sport Bells kettlebells. Okay, I started off with the Cap kettlebells and they work fine, they're great. It's got a smoother texture to it, not so much of that grainy kind of texture that helps you grip it, kind of like if you applied some chalk to your hands. And I like the chalky texture better, so that ultimately led to sell the kettlebells. And I don't know about you, I've got a little bit of a creative tint to me. And the thing is like I actually like the Onnit kettlebells and the Fringe Sport, the like Bells, or even like Kettlebell Kings. And there's like some kind of zoo bells or something where they make lion kettlebells and different animals, and there's like an Odin one out there for Norse gods. But I like that creative stuff better. It helps me get more excited in the gym when I'm training alone, which I primarily do all the time. So I like to see the different things, like the different faces and stuff. It gets me, you know, pumped up with the music and all that. So that's why I sold the kettlebells. And I'm just gonna flip the phone around and show you these other guys here. Okay, so the first Onnit kettlebell that I actually purchased was the Howler right here. Pretty cool wolf design, wolfman, whatever. Shows you the pood, it's half pood. He's about, I think it's 17 or 18 pounds. Now you'll notice with this one, this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna get in real close. So this is that smoother grip, but it's not so smooth that, like, you can see my hand, I'm not gripping too hard. And it's got a really good grip. I mean, even when I sweat, which is quite often and quite a lot, I can still grab these kettlebells pretty well with no chalk, which was kind of surprising to me. So really love the Howler. I use this for, you know, bicep curls, shoulder stuff, all kinds of stuff with the kettlebells. And, you know, really happy with that. So I bought that at Academy Sports in Texas, Central Texas. And then ultimately I moved on to this guy, which is the Onnit kettlebell, the Chimp Primal kettlebell. And he's 36 pounds, same material. This is one pood. There's the Onnit branding down there. Same kind of, you know, smooth but grippable. There's no knurling or anything like that. It's got a light powder coat finish. You can see that grain right there, if you will. So good stuff. I mean, I use these all the time. This guy is noticeably different though than this guy. It looks like somebody just dunked this guy in some spray paint or like a vat of glossy paint. I recently got him so I could do bicep curls and other like shoulder row exercises and back exercises with these two together. 36 pounds, good amount of weight, whatever. I don't have any dumbbells anymore. I sold on my Amazon. So when I looked at it, you know, same branding and all that. The quality is excellent. Build quality is excellent. And you can see like it has that texture, but this one is definitely smoother than this one. Like if I just rub my thumb like that, you can feel a lot more grainy texture, which I like and prefer. This one, he's noticeably smoother, like trying to get in there as much as I can. So you can see like if I just rub it, my finger kind of just rubs smoothly over it, like no resistance, right? But if I go right here, do the same thing, there's more of a drag, so I'm getting more friction on my finger. Doesn't mean I wouldn't still buy this. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm not as picky as I used to be. I still prefer that one. So if you can get it in the matte black finish as opposed to the gloss, I would prefer this finish for the Onnit kettlebells over the gloss ones. But it's personal preference. It's subjective like anything else that you buy for your garage gym. So moving on, I got interested in Fringe Sport a few years ago. My buddy Jason, I met him at the store here in Austin, and he was showing me the Hell's kettlebells, and I really like these guys. Unfortunately, they're discontinued. Jason told me they no longer make these, but if you can find them, snatch them up. These things are badass. They're some of my favorite kettlebells that I've ever owned. So this has a very nice black powder texture coat, and it's very grainy, which I really prefer. So if you look at the handle right here, so I'm gonna do that finger drag test. It's definitely rougher and not super smooth. Like, I can feel all these little granular texture, like not lines, but just texture. Like if you've ever sprayed texture on a wall, on drywall, you know, and you rub your hand on it when it dries, you can feel all those different grooves and bumps. This one has tremendous grip. Like, again, you don't need to use chalk with this at all. Like, you see a little chalk here, but like I've got chalk all over this bench. That's probably from but you know, like, yeah, obviously you can use chalk if you want to, but the graininess on this, I actually prefer it to the Onnit. The Onnit is actually smoother than this one, than the Fringe Sport stuff. So this is the Demon. He's about 17 or 19 pounds. Let me see what he says on the back here. They do it in kilograms. Okay, so like I was saying, this Demon Hell's Bell kettlebell by Fringe Sport, absolutely excellent. Unfortunately, they discontinued, but I absolutely love this grainy textured black matte finish. These are excellent kettlebells. They're built very well. They're just super cool. If I can find any more, I'm gonna buy them. This is another Fringe Sport kettlebell, Hell's kettlebell. This is the Skull. The cool thing about Fringe Sport that I learned about a few years ago is that they actually do, like, once in a while they have like it's either a garage sale or, yeah, I think it's their garage sale they call it. And they might even have scratch and dent, but you just have to ask somebody like Jason there or anybody else working there, and they'll let you know what they can do for you. But I remember I picked this guy up significantly cheaper. I think this was scratch and dent or garage sale, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it might have had some like cosmetic defects, like, you know, kind of like the boneyard bar stuff with Rogue, but you know, it's absolutely fine, and I saved a good amount of money, so it was a really good value and a really good deal. Definitely has that black matte textured coat. This one is actually a little bit smoother. If you do the finger test, it's not super smooth at all, but it's a little bit smoother than this guy. This guy's like got some aggressive grainy sprayed texture, which I really like. He's a little bit smoother. You can notice like little smooth, and it looks like I got to take care of these guys, but I got a little rust there. So maybe some 3-in-1 oil, if that's the best thing to do. A little nylon brush, but absolutely love the Skull one. I think he's a 20 kilograms. What is that? 50 pounds or close to 50 pounds, 52, something like that. Maybe 46. I can't remember, but yeah, I don't do kgs. I do lbs. So, anyways, this is the Skull one, and these are the kettlebells that I have left. I actually have one more right here, just another howler. But other than that, those are the kettlebells I use the most. And the thing is if you go with either of these, they're both excellent. So for the Onnit kettlebells, they used to sell them a lot at Academy Sports here in Texas, but I don't know why they stopped selling them there. I don't know if it was on the Academy end or the Onnit end, you know, whoever's on. So what I do is just sign up for their email notifications. And when the kettlebells come in stock, you get notified via email. And once in a while, Onnit will run a little sale, so you can save like, I don't know, 5 or 10%. So you save a little bit on shipping and tax. But had this one shipped, and it was shipped in excellent condition. I'm gonna dig up those pictures now and show you how well it was packaged. I was super impressed. It says a lot about their attention to detail and their attention to quality assurance for their products. So Fringe Sport, I bought all of their stuff at Fringe Sport down in South Austin. So, you know, no shipping needed. Just it's really great that you can just drive down there because they have a physical location. I did email Onnit about their kettlebells, and unfortunately there's nowhere you can pick them up currently in person. If that's incorrect, let me know, because I haven't seen them anywhere else. But they actually ship them out of somewhere in Ohio. I think it's like somewhere near Columbus, if I remember correctly. But that's where all of their kettlebells ship out of from. Makes sense. Columbus is kind of like a central hub for the country for a lot of different products. But yeah, that's the deal with Onnit. So, you know, just to recap, either way, if you go with the, you know, like the Fringe Sport, the demon who like got drunk and fell, or whatever, both of these series of kettlebells are excellent. Hell's Bells or the Onnit Primal kettlebells are great. It comes down to personal preference. If you've seen my Rogue Fitness barbell comparison video with the Matt Chan, the stainless steel power bar, and the Cerakote power bar that I own, I like doing these comparison videos because it gives you a chance to just compare all of them separately at the same time. Because a lot of time you'll see like one individual video, like this is Fringe Sport, or this is Cap, or this is, you know, Rogue or Titan or whatever. But for me, I always find a lot of value, like, show me the kettlebells you have. If they're different, what do you like about them? What don't you like about them? What are the pros and cons in your opinion? Build quality, both are excellent. Texture quality, like the black powder coating and gloss coating process, are both excellent. I prefer the black matte. I prefer aggressive grain texture to it. If you've ever, like I said, if you've ever sprayed texture on a drywall, like let's say you had a hole and you had to cover it up, you have different settings. It's like fine, super fine, fine, medium, and high, or something like that. And you shake these things up and you spray it, and then you're going to get a different texture design. And I would assume this is a similar process in the manufacturing process, you know. So it just depends on what texture spray they use at the time, at what grain setting. But like I said, I prefer the very heavy grain if I can find it. I don't like using chalk when I don't have to. It's just one less thing I got to manage. So I prefer the grainy one like that, the Demon Hell's Bell kettlebell. Going forward though, like if I buy any additional kettlebells in the future, the Onnit kettlebells, I'm gonna make sure they're not that high gloss black. I'm gonna ask them like, hey, I want the black mat that's got that, you know, grainy finish to it. And that's just what I prefer. I may even end up selling the glossy one eventually, but so far so good. I mean, I used to be a lot more picky with my garage gym stuff, but not so much anymore. It's just not as important as it used to be for me. So like once I had a kid and everything, it kind of refocused me on what's really, really important. So it's still an excellent kettlebell. I mean, if you buy it, you're gonna be really happy. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thanks for hanging in there with me while we you know, get our house sold and everything. We actually got to be out of here again at 12 today because somebody's interested in coming back, so we're pretty pumped about that. But don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash that little MFN kettlebell notification bell. And don't forget to like and share with your friends if you found something of value and you think I did a good job on this. I really appreciate it. Definitely helps the channel grow and the YouTube overlord algorithms expand my quest for YouTube channel domination. So y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you later.